Oh, that's interesting. That announces that it's being recorded now. That's new. Okay, there we go. Today is June 21st, and I'm so happy to see all of you. And I'm going to be adding a little bit more to our routine today. Hold on, let me get a little more light. Didn't realize this wasn't on. A little bit more light here, hold on. If you'd come feet together, hands in prayer posture, as I thought the room would be light enough on its own, but feet together, hands in prayer posture, pull them into the sternum. You know the deal. Here we go. And just begin to drop in. Begin to settle. That's what Return to Center Mondays are all about, settling back in, realigning ourselves, balancing our yin and yang, balancing sky, father, yang energy with mother, Gaia, earth, yin energy. And we're all coming out of a long period of COVID, long period of yin. And now it's time to sort of bring back some yang into our lives a bit. After contraction follows expansion. So we're sort of in an expansion phase after a long period, I think, of a bit of contraction during COVID. So let's just enjoy that together and come back to balance and balance our yin and our yang energies in case they're a bit off. Drop the hands, put mind and heart center, and turn the palms over nice and slow into this open Wu Qi posture. So this is Wu Qi, but we call it open Wu Qi. I'm just receiving, palms forward, just like this, nice and long and relaxed. No strain in my shoulders or tension in the shoulders or anywhere. I'm just relaxing. My head wants to look up just a little bit, like I'm just a sunflower, just leaning towards the sun, allowing the chi to flow into my third eye and my palms. Let's open the palms a couple times. Inhale, open palms, stretch them open. Exhale, relax the palms, wiggle the fingers. Inhale, down deep into the belly, activate the belly pump, open the hands, stretch the palms, and exhale, let the belly go back towards the spine. One more, inhale, down deep into the belly, belly expands like Buddha belly, and then exhales, comes back towards the spine. And we're activating that belly pump so that we can utilize that through the rest of our practice today. Turn the hands over, bend both knees, balance before you balance, and step out with a flat, empty foot. Sink into that left leg and just let the body unravel a little bit. Also, adjust your feet when you're doing this. Look down, make sure your feet are parallel, and find that sweet spot. You know, everybody's alignment here is a little bit different. Just find your sweet spot where you can align with earth energy. Right there, I found it. As soon as you find it, lock it in. Come into Wu Qi, the five bows, the spine, sacrum, sinking down into earth, slight bend in both knees, slight bend in both elbows, and the sixth bow is the smile. So just hold this Wu Qi posture, allowing the Qi to flow in the body. And root into earth. Feel this waterfall of energy coming down the body, this blue crystal waterfall, beautiful, clear waterfall, just rinsing the body clean. And let's begin our tapping. We're going to go, well, you can go in any order if you're doing this on your own. I do it in a certain order just to keep consistency. I go from the wrist, up the outside, down the inside. Up the outside, down the inside. Again, you're doing it at home, no big deal. Do it your way. Up the outside brings me right to the shoulder blade. That's why I do it that way. Just a consistency thing. Then come around, underneath, armpit, massage. We've added the lymphatic massage to our tapping, which I really have been enjoying. Ribs, drum the ribs. Continue to activate that belly pump. Breathe down deep into the belly. Other arm, up the outside, down the inside. Up the outside, down the inside. Next one, up the outside, shoulder blade. Come around, massage the armpit. Open up those lymph nodes, just giving them a little help. and ribs. Up and down. Thymus thump for the immune system. And then you can do 2 at a time here. I like this one. Right underneath the collarbone. Come under there. You can do 1 at a time, or you can do 2 at a time. Get those lymph nodes there. Brush down vagus nerve. I do this sort of briskly. I'm not gentle with this. Really pushing. Open up dantian. Activate. Enliven. Gentle fists. Lean forward slightly. Kidneys and adrenals. And then rub. Always rub after. Sacrum. And legs. Remember Achilles heel and ankle, longevity points, kidneys. Don't forget those. If your knees are bothering you, you can do a little extra tap with a bounce right into the knees. Just like this, a little extra. Just brings more chi to the knee area, just if they're bothering you at all. And then come back into Wu Chi, root. Good. A little bit of ringing the temple bell. Notice I'm going to rise, root, rise, root, rise, root. Then I go a little faster so the arms start to get the momentum. Rise, root, with a little bit of weight shift. This is the first swing. If you don't have time for tapping, you could always just do this one. Not as good, but pretty good. Better than nothing. And relax the hands. Now come back into Wu Chi. Good. Turn the hands towards each other. Let the palms start to talk. Let the Lao Gongs, that energy between those 2 energy gates between the palms, just allow them to communicate with each other. Connect. Inhale. Exhale. This is playing the accordion. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to come in close. See how gentle, relaxed my wrists and fingers are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right in front of lower dantian, activating it. Inhale. Exhale. Then we're going to grab that chi ball that we just created between our hands and bring it up to heart. Just feel like you're grabbing it and pulling it up to heart center. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Using the breath to marry the mind with the body. Go with the speed of your respiratory rate, not mine. Inhale is the opening. Exhale is the closing. Try not to go too far apart, because if you do, the hands lose connection. They lose that energetic connection. So you're going to keep them connected by not bringing them too far apart. Next exhale, grab that chi ball, bring it, look how I'm just carrying it up in front of third eye or upper dantian, activating that. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Next exhale, allow your hands to become this generator. You're creating energy between your palms by polishing that golden ball that you just created between your palms. And we're polishing it first at third eye. Again, activating upper dantian. And this should feel, look how my hip and arm come forward. This hip and arm come forward. This hip and arm. So there's a little bit of that, slight weight shift. So my weight shifts and my hip and arm come forward together. Weight shift, hip and arm come forward. That's how we do this one. And again, just feel the energy, just like a generator between the palms. Then come down to heart center, middle dantian. Feel this sense, feel how you're building. It's like building you're building the chi. This is the building the chi portion of what we do in the morning. First, we awaken the chi. Then we build the chi. And then we accumulate chi. It's a recipe for this. Down at lower dantian, notice I moved. You don't have to count. You do this on your own. No, I don't count normally. The number technically is about 6, but I just do it till it feels good. Back to Wu Chi. Inhale, washboard. Exhale, push down. Inhale. Turn the hands over. Exhale, push down. Go with the speed of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Next exhale, turn the toes out, widen your stance into a horse stance, and parting clouds. Pull. When you're pulling this way, like this, I want you to feel like you're pulling the energy up the center line, up the central channel of the body. Pulling that energy up the central channel, hands come up, turn over, and exhale down. This is called parting clouds or protective shield. I'm going to show you my hands. They're coming up, turning over at the top, and then exhale down. Really feel that sensation of creating this beautiful bubble around you, this protective shield. And then add the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Turn the hands over, exhale. Go at your respiratory rate, just like we always say. And also feel a spring in between your knees. There's a spring holding your knees apart so your knees don't cave in. Make sure your knee is running right over the top of your foot. It's a powerful Qigong. Inhale, turn the hands over, exhale. Next one, really feel you're parting the clouds. Look up. Feel like you're really parting the clouds in the sky. Next one, we're going right into uniting heaven and earth chi. Watch how this goes right into it with a beautiful transition. Instead of coming straight up, I come up a little bit, then out in front of heart. Then I pull into heart. Keep the same posture with the legs, horse stance, same stance. Pull in, hands come right into shoulder notches. They turn, now watch how my elbows are sort of out a little bit. My hands turn over and my elbows drop. Notice that happening. So my hands are like this, my palms towards the shoulder notch, elbows up, not raised up, not jacked up or tense, relaxed, but out a little bit. As soon as I turn the hands over, look how my elbows drop. It's an important point of pushing through the wall. Now I'm going to push the hands forward, pushing through the wall, but don't lock the elbows. Rise and root as you make a small circle, not too big, and bump the palms. Remember, we're going to bump right here. That's a pressure point. Bump the palms, come up right around the mouth chin region. You send it up. Then you scoop up more around you. Scoop it. Heaven. Unite. Earth. Up, then out in front of heart, then into heart. Turn the hands over, drop the elbows, push through the chi wall. Circle the heart, bump the palms, up to the mouth, send it up. Scoop more, heaven. Unite with earth. Up, in front of heart, into heart. Push through the chi wall. Circle. Bump, Send it up. Now I'm just going to give you one word. Heaven, yang. Earth, yin. Heart. Wall. Circle. Bump. Send it up. One more, heaven. Earth. Into heart. Wall. Circle. Bump. Send it up and hold. Feel this embracing the moon posture. Imagine I've got this huge moon. I'm holding it up over my head. Try to relax the shoulders. Don't get too tense in this posture. Resist the urge. Breathe into the belly while you just hold. And the palms are up just in a state of reception, just receiving. Bring the hands and forearms together, not touching, but just together. And we're just going to transition beautifully right into bend bow, shoot arrow, right here. Get ready for the posture right here before you even do it. Get ready. In fact, you can do this a couple of times. Look how my wrist is bent before I even push out so I can stretch all this fascia. You can do this hand posture or this one. You have a choice. Try both. Whichever one resonates with you, that's the one you should do. There'll be one that resonates a bit more. Here we go. So just practice a couple of times before we actually do it. Pulling and pushing, feeling that fascia that's stretching. This is one of the few postures where we really stretch open. So here we go. Bend bow, shoot the arrow, sink, root down. Notice my arms form a straight line here. Rise up, forearms back together. Don't have to touch, they just come up together near each other. Make the posture and root. Again, noticing my arms straight across. Rise up, root. Eventually you want to look through that hand. You want to look through the hand that's coming out. When you shoot, look into the distance through that hand. Rise, root. Breathe down deep into the belly. Take all the oxygen you need. Rise, root. Feel the rib tips in. Don't let the rib tips flare out forward. Pull the rib tips back in towards the body. Don't let them flare. That will keep the sacrum tucked as well. And it'll keep you in perfect form. The rib tips are in, the body's in good form. Feel that spring right here between the knees. Don't let the knees cave in. Got a spring between them. Couple more, rise, root. One more, the other side. Rise, root. Good, bring the hands in, rise, push down. Put the hands on the thighs, up and down, give them a little rub. So no lactic acid builds up. And we're going to do one of the 8 brocades moves. Tiger wags his tail. We're going to go, so you're flat in the room towards the camera here. This is my right corner. This is my left corner. I'm going to be going corner to corner. And my back, as I come through, is like a table, flat, parallel to earth. I'll talk it through. You can put your hands here. Use them for support if you need them. Not a problem. So here we go. We're going to go to this corner first. Come down to this corner towards your right knee. I'm not in alignment with my knee. I'm sort of on the inner side of my knee. Then I come flat across like a table to my other knee, to the left corner of my room. Then I come up and I stay facing the left corner. Don't resist the urge to come up like this. Don't arch the back. Straight spine, flat spine. Come down the way you came to the corner, flat back across to the other corner, and up. Stay in that direction, don't arch the back. Straight spine. Come down, wagging the tail, and up. Come down, flat back across, and up. Now let's get a couple in flow. Breathe. One more. Come to center. Take the toes in, then the heels, toes, heels. It's a very gentle way to come back to parallel neutral stance. Bring the body in, spinal cord breathing. We're going to round the back like a turtle. Notice the C shape I've got going here, the letter C. So tuck the pelvis, round the back, sink the chest, sinking the chest. That's the final posture. That's on the exhale. So let's go from the exhale to the inhale. Chest up, look up, inhale. Oh, feel the lungs and ribs stretching. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Chest up, look up. Exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, chest up, look up. Exhale, round the back. Now do a few on your own. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale, round the back. Pigeon toe the feet slightly, yes, ever so slightly. From this exhale, rounding the back position, the exhale, we're just going to turn, pivot, and gaze at the moon. Oop, I feel my back, it's going to crack. This one, I'm not shifting weight. I'm just rotating on the center axis of my spine. I feel like I'm a revolving door. My spine is the center post of the door, and I'm just revolving around that center post. Breathe normally. Just breathe deep and normal. Down deep into the belly. Really working the spine here. Last one, hand centered. Exhale, push down. Turn the palms towards each other and a little bit of Tai Chi ruler right here. You can straighten the feet back out if you were pigeon-toed. Feet parallel. And Tai Chi ruler just right here. Just calm it down. This is a wonderful Qigong to do before bed. It's very relaxing, very centering. You can't do it wrong. And so when you do one of these simple Qigongs like this and you do it slow, you have this opportunity to drop in. Get out of the thinking mind, drop into the body. I usually inhale on the way up to 12 o'clock and then exhale from 12 to 6. Inhale 6 to 12. Exhale 12 back down to 6. Just making a clock with my hands. Qi loves slow. We humans move fast, probably too fast. But Qi, it loves slow. So the slower we go, the more Qi we can feel. Also, the more we unravel the central nervous system. It fights us. It doesn't want to go this slow, but it's good for it. It's good for it to unravel it, unravel the mind, unravel the nervous system. Allow the body to reset itself, come back into homeostasis and balance. It's like unraveling the tension and stress. Don't worry about the choreography. Just get out of your head. Drop into the body. Add the little qua squats. Now I'm going to add the qua squats. Right here. Just another layer. Pelvis goes back, knees bend. Pelvis goes forward, knees straighten. As I'm coming down, pelvis back, knees bend. As I come forward, pelvis comes forward, knees straighten. And watch what winds up happening. If I do this all in sync, it feels like a locomotive. It's actually moving this pelvis and doing these qua squats like this is helping. Let me show you from the front. Is assisting my arms. My arms are moving so much more fluidly once I add the qua squats. That's why I like to add the layers, because I want you to feel it one way and then feel it when we add another layer to it. It's like the whole system. It's like locomotive train. Feel the palms talking to each other. That's another layer. Feeling the palms, feeling them communicating, connecting. Imagine you've got this beautiful chi ball between your hands. This is what this would look like if I had, imagine this is what it would look like. This chi ball I'm holding between my hands. Keep going. We're going to go right into spinning the orbit. From here, next time you come around, bring it up. Now just bring it up. Same like you were, in towards the body and up. And imagine the energy is coming up from perineum, over my lower back, over sacrum, lower back, thoracic. Now it's coming up, over the neck behind me, over my head, and I'm pulling it down the front of the body, down the front of the body. And I do bend my knees a little bit as I come down. This is called spinning the orbit. Pull it under perineum, over sacrum, lower back, spine, head, and exhale. Let it float down the front through all the chakras. Under perineum, this is what it looks like from the side. The energy, I'm just following the way the energy runs around my body. It goes under perineum, up the back of the body, the back channel, over the head, and then floats down the front, yin channel. That's why the front is floating, it's yin. The back, yang, a little bit more forceful as I'm coming up, drawing it up, overhead, and then yin floating down the front. Let's just do a few of these. You have it right. You have it. Don't worry about how you're doing it. You have the choreography. You're just now attaching the hands to where the energy is on the body. As you come down the front, just know you're aligning your chakras, your 7 chakras and 3 energy gates. Tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth. That's where those 2 channels meet. The back channel and the front channel meet behind front teeth. So that's why we keep the tip of the tongue there, to connect and close off that energetic circuit between the back channel and the front channel. Dume and Renmei channels. Slower you can do this one, the better. Don't worry about the breath. Breathe natural, but through your nose. Have to breathe through your nose or else you can't keep the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. You could, but it's kind of hard. One more, nice and slow. Close your eyes as the arms float down on this last one. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Feel it. Make a bowl with your hands, this bowl shape. Feel the weight of the chi. Your hands should feel a little bit heavy, like you're just holding this chi. I'm holding a bowl, like a bowl of water. Your hands should feel a little bit heavy. Now let's take those hands and widen your stance a little bit and glide back and forth. Really go slow here. Feel those chi-filled hands. Spinning the orbit is so simple, but it's a powerful qigong. And so your hands will be filled with chi. And now we're just doing side to side. You can go as wide as you want here, shifting weight, but really feel like you're in water. Feel the chi like thick chi, pushing through this thick chi of water in front of you, like a river of chi. Nice and slow. Don't rush this one. It's kind of juicy. Rich. Be in it. Next time, I'm going to hold here until we all get here. Mirror me as if you're looking at me in the mirror. This way. As I come this way, watch what I do. I transition. I'm going to leave this hand here behind, and I'm going to just cover Dantian, and I'm going to just let the other one come and float overhead and become leaf blowing in the breeze. I'm going to keep my wide stance, palm away from you, facing away from you through heart. Then it comes down, swooping down. I'm just pushing against the chi here. Now the palm is towards me through heart. The only way the palm changes in this qigong is at heart. One pass, it's away from you through heart. The next pass, it will be towards you through heart. The upper and the lower are the same. Now it's towards me. Away from me. Let the body lead the hand. Allow the hand to get nice and the whole arm, really. The hand is the leaf. The arm is the branch of the tree. And you're just floating in the wind. Allow the wind to take you. The weight shift in the body takes the arm, guides it, tells it where to go. And the arm just follows. The branch and the leaf follow the shifting of the body. We're going to switch soon. Watch how we switch. This is a beautiful way to switch. Come through the center here, palm away, or towards you, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. As the hand comes down, instead of continuing to go, the hand comes down, open the other palm and pass it off. Watch this, pass it off. Pass it. It's a beautiful transition. Allow it to happen. I'm just doing it a few times to practice it because we usually do it. There's two ways to pass it. Pass it. Now this one stays covering, and this one comes up. This one becomes the leaf and the branch. Palm away through heart and down. Same thing. Palm towards you through heart. The hand that's down at Dantian, you can touch Dantian. I was taught this qigong that the palm hovers over Dantian, maybe an inch or two. Don't worry about how far, but it hovers over Dantian without touching. But if your body feels like it needs to touch Dantian, follow that intuition. Follow your body's wisdom. Your body may need something different than my body needs. My body likes to hover, but if it needed to touch, I would do it anyway. Again, the only change here is through heart. One pass, palm is away. The next pass, the palm will be towards you. The only thing that changes here, the upper and lower stay the same. Stop here. We're going to transition. Wait for everyone to catch up. Outside parry. You could bring your feet in a little bit if they feel like they want to come back in. Notice how the hands pass. 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. If I was on a clock, the arms pass 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I am bringing my feet in a little bit for this one. Turning, folding at the qua. This is outside parry. Very similar to cloud hands. Soon we'll switch it and we'll do inside parry. It's a beautiful transition. Inside hand, the fingers pass the wristwatch on the inside hand. If you had a watch on both hands, the inside hand fingers would pass the wristwatch. Right here, passing the wristwatch. Here we go. We're going to do this transition right here. Stop. And inside parry. Notice it's the same thing, but now I'm going inside. Imagine someone's coming at me with a block right towards the center of my chest, and or a punch towards the center of my chest, and I'm blocking it and blocking it. It's a beautiful martial move, inside parry. Also very relaxing. Don't worry, you got it. Shoulders relaxed, elbows down, no tension. My shoulders are not involved. Really, what's mostly happening here is my qua, I'm folding at the qua, shifting my weight, and my elbows. Really, my elbows are making circles. One circle, another circle. Bottom hand is blocking a groin strike. Top hand is blocking a strike to the center line of the body. Both hands have a purpose here. Folding at the groin, pumping the lymphatic system as well. Lots going on in this one. And relax the hands. Palms up, right into hip bones. And we're a little more than halfway, so please stop for a moment and take a sip of water or tea. And when you're done, come back to those hip bones, find your hip bones, and then bring your hands in. Just like here. You know where I'm going with this. These look like two swallows sitting in a nest. So I think they want to skim the lake. Come back into that wide stance. Check your posture. Make sure the knees are coming over the top of the feet, but not past the toes. Not past the toes. Also, do not want the knees caving in like this. Knees stay out. Imagine you've got a spring loaded right there, keeping the knees out. Swallows are in their nests. Here we go. One swallow comes out, shifting the weight right out at solar plexus height, parallel to the ground, out to the side, all the way out to the side. Look how my hand's in line with my body. Flies overhead, rise up, and it comes back to the nest and roots. The other swallow comes out, skim the lake, flies overhead as I rise up. As it comes back to the nest, I root back down. So that you see the rising and rooting going on here. Root, rise, back to root. Next swallow, root, skim, rise, root, nest, root, skim, rise, fly overhead, root, back to nest. Now try to get a little flow. I won't slow us down with words. Just try to get a nice slow flow. Remember, chi likes slow. I know this one is tempting to go fast. Slow. Savor it. Breathe. Breathe down deep into the belly. Rise. Root. Root. Rise up. Root. Root. Rise. Root. Feel that stretching of the body as the swallow skims over the head as it flies overhead. Feel that big stretch in the ribs. One more. Again, stretching of the ribs and back into the nest. Beautiful. Make fists. I'm going to come in closer. Make fists. You don't just stay in a low horse stance here. I'm staying low because I need to stay on the camera. But you can do this in a high horse, totally fine. Or you could bring the legs in and come into sort of a neutral wide stance. Again, I'm staying low for the camera, but there are options for this one in your stance. Depends on how much you want to work those legs. I also do want to work the legs, so I'm staying in a rooted horse stance. Here we go. Make fists, punch. Remember, this is working the mind too. This is making new neural pathways in the mind because we're telling the hand what to do. Now take your mind and your eyes and everything goes into the hand. Focus is right here. After you get it, then put the focus here. I know you may have to watch me now to remember how to do this one. Open the hand. Grab someone's shirt. Notice I go towards the pinky, grabbing someone's shirt. Grab the shirt, break wrist. That means bend wrist. Break the wrist, one finger at a time, dog bite grip. Pinky, next, thumb on the outside, and then push, pull at the same exact time. Notice how this pushing, this one pushes like a lever, pushes this one out. Open, grab the shirt, break wrist, pinky, next, thumb last. This is dog bite grip, and push, pull. Open, grab towards the pinky. You can't remember which way to grab. It's not this way. This way would be towards the thumb. We grab towards the pinky side, always. One finger at a time, push, pull, punch. Open, grab, break wrist. One finger at a time, dog bite grip, push, pull. Open, a little faster. Grab, dog bite, push, pull. Open, grab, dog bite, push, pull. Open, grab, dog bite, push, pull. Couple more. Open, grab, dog bite grip, push, pull. Last one. Open, grab, dog bite grip, and pull it in and push it down. Walk the feet in. Good. Excellent. Shake the legs out a little bit. Oh, wow, we really worked the legs today. Give them a little rub, shake them out. That's it for the legs today. We're going to be doing now some mobility work. You can sit or stand for this one. I'm going to go on my knees so I can get nice and close to the camera, nice and slow. I know this one tends to be a little challenging, but in time, we'll all have it. I'm following the index finger, and I'm imagining that I'm drawing two infinity signs with my index finger. In, away from each other, towards each other, this loop, and this loop is away from each other, towards each other, away. Now I could just do it like this. This is perfectly acceptable. This is basic unit is this one. If you don't have this one, stick with it. Next unit is adding the fingers. That's next level. Don't go to next level until you have basic unit. Stop. Now follow the pinkies. Pinkies in, this loop in, pinkies out, outer loop of the infinity signs. Remember, two infinity signs right in front of me, outer loop, inner loop, outer loop. Notice I'm doing basic unit first. I have not added my fingers, just getting the movement. Elbows floating in space as needed. Now add the fingers if you want to. That's next level. It's getting the body to do what we want it to do. Works the mind. Also in the body, when we've got control over the body like this, when we need to go fast, we can go fast. When I was just in New Jersey, a teacup was falling out of this espresso cup was falling out of the cabinet, and I couldn't believe how fast I went like this, caught it, and pulled it back. And I know it's from this kind of stuff that we're doing. This mobility work, this getting to know our bodies, this going super slow. As Bill always said, if you want to go fast, you must first go slow. Well, I really learned that firsthand when I caught that espresso cup right mid-air falling out of a cabinet. Couldn't believe it. Reverse it. That was because I go slow. When the body needs to go fast, it can go fast. That's a real thing. Elbows. Saw it firsthand about a week ago. Elbows in, in, in. Okay, away from you. Away from you is yang, towards you is yin. Yang, away. Just lubing up those elbows. Bringing synovial fluid into the joints. All right, let's wake up. Do a little tap here. Wake up those shoulder blades. I'm just tapping my shoulder blades, just like this, just to wake it up. Wake up, wake up. All right, now, this one you can do seated, standing, or obviously on your knees. So here we go. Let's one at a time. Bring it forward. Bring the other one forward. I'm making circles with my shoulder blades. Not the top of my shoulder. I'm not focused here. My mind is down in here. Shoulder blades forward. Roll them forward. Don't bend at the elbow. Resist the urge to bend at the elbow. Forward, forward, forward. Notice my arms are out to the side. You may need to be here, 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 here. Find your spot. Mine is kind of like this. This is how mine is. All right. And so, but you have to find your spot. And it may change too. It may change as you loosen up. As the shoulders unlock, now go backwards, walk them backwards. As the shoulders loosen up, shoulder blades, you may find that your arms want to be in a different spot than when you originally started. Now, if you do it standing, the one good thing about that is now the ribs engage. See how the ribs are engaging? That's a good thing. It's affecting my breathing. So I know I'm massaging heart and lungs here. I can feel it in my breath. I can feel changes in my breath. Okay, relax the arms. Now, I want you to just do this a few times. And then we're going to add the breath. This is an exhale. This is just purging the lungs, purging the lungs. We're going to exhale on the drop. Now, just watch me do two. I want to do two. I just want you to watch me without also doing the same thing as me, because that's too much for the mind. Just I'll do two, then I'm going to stop, then we'll do it together. It's like windmill. Inhale. Notice that breath I'm doing. That's a breath. It's purging the lungs. I'm forcing out the stale air from the lungs. I don't know why I'm feeling like we should do this today. We're just going to do like 5 of them. Don't count. I'll stop us. Here we go. Inhale. Here we go. Exhale. Notice the knees. Relax. Back to Wu Chi. Notice any changes in your lungs. You may feel a little bit lightheaded. Totally normal. Totally normal. Hands on hips and gentle hip circles. Just take some breaths. That's why you only want to do 3 to 5 of those, because they can make you a little bit lightheaded. That's normal. Your body is purging carbon dioxide, pulling in oxygen at a very fast pace when we do that. If you ever feel yourself coming down with a cold or you have some mucus, it's a great way to purge it. And here, you're skimming the inside of a wine barrel or the inside of a hula hoop with big circles. Try to make them big. Move from your hips, not your head. My head's coming along for the ride, but I'm moving from my hips. And I'm also going super slow. In case my back needs to adjust, I want it to have a safe environment to adjust within. Reverse it. Nice and slow. I'm always stretching in circles now. That's my new way of stretching, only in circles. I don't really do any more linear type stretches. I'm finding at this age, at this point in my life, doing stretching in a circular manner like this is just works for me. Okay, relax. You can hold on to something or just kind of have imaginary stools, palms down, and ankle circles, 5 to 7 one way, then 5 to 7 the other. Concentrate, and you could hold onto a chair or a wall, whatever you need, a desk. Concentrate on the fact that this should be an actual circle, not sort of this, if it's jagged and not smooth, well, that's okay, but it's something to work on. And our goal would be to get it to be smooth, smooth circle. This one, I've told you before, it was like a square when I started. It wasn't even a circle. And it still sometimes gets a little wonky. I sprained this one, so I feel like I lost a little bit of signaling from the brain to the foot because of the sprain. Even though the sprain no longer bothers me, I feel like some of the nerves from my brain to my foot were lost. But I can get them back the more I do this. And shake it out. Shake everything out. Let's do a little bounce and shake here. We didn't do that before. You can do a bounce and shake anywhere in our routine and it works. Anywhere, just shaking off any excess stagnant energy that we may be holding on to. Just let everything go. Any tension that we may have, let it go. We're going to do one tension and release. Here we go. Feet together. You're going to bring the hands in, and this is what we're going to do. Bring the hands up and in, and we're going to just turn the hands, and we're going to pull down, and we'll look like a little chipmunk. Little chipmunk. And we're going to tighten everything down, everything, the whole body, all the way down. When we go like this, we're going to tighten the arms, the abs, the booty, legs, feet, face. Everything, and then we're going to purse our lips and blow it off. We don't want to sit there and hold our breath like this. We want to, as soon as we tighten everything, I'm already blowing it off. I'm not holding my breath. This is a wonderful tension and release. You can do this on its own anytime when you're feeling tension in your body. Feet together, bring the hands in, And again, here we go. Inhale, and then tense everything. Tense, tense, tense. Everything head to toes, and exhale. And shake it off. Everything's relaxed. Let's do one out to the side. I really like this one out to the sides, just like this. Here we go. Inhale, push out to the sides, wrists up, wrists the other way, and relax. Good. Shake it off. Shake it off. Those took me a long time to appreciate, actually. Now, neck. Can't forget the neck. Super important. Here we go. Nice big neck circles with a long neck. Extended, like you're looking over a fence. Reverse it. Good. Relax the hands. Shoulders up, look up. This is to counter any text neck. Drop the shoulders, look forward. Shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. One more, shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. Little bit of a stretch. Notice I'm going to go in this direction. The elbows pointing to the direction that I'm going to do this little stretch here. Very gentle, nothing forceful. I'm not looking to adjust or crack. Just gently rotate the head. Oh, should feel good. Clap the hands. Make some heat. Feed the eyes. Breathe. Two fingers up the bridge of the nose, over third eye, out to temples. Down the bridge of the nose, under cheekbones and ears. Remember, just like this, little pinchers. Pinch and pull from the top all the way around, down to the bottom. And then you may want to go back up to the top again if it feels so good, which it does. One more little ear movement. Pull up this. Take your fingers, see this little crossbar in the ear, this parallel point, take your fingers, put it there, and just make circles. So I'll just put it right there. Both sides, make circles forward. I love this one. I just added it to my routine not long ago. Circles forward, circles backwards. Oh, that's nice. Back to Wu Chi. Root as we close our practice for today. Back to center, back to alignment, reset, rejuvenated. Shift left. Grab the chi around you as you push off the left foot, bring the feet back together. Hands are like shower heads. We're just going to do one pass. Hands are shower heads, just bathing the body in chi. As the hands float down, they turn towards the body and just feel them wanding through, slowly floating through your auric field. Just feel that, your auric field, etheric field. Just feel the way the hands float through it and how that makes you feel, how calming and balancing that is. Go around Dantian. And back to where we started. Thank you.